Hey, it's Ed here. Today we're taking a look at technical analysis for Bitcoin with Elliott Wave Theory. On this video, again, we're going to be diving into the smaller time frame as that structure has not been finished yet. So again, that is the main area of interest for me. Overall, the main idea has been that we've been in an ABC. For sure, there are possibilities for something else, such as this kind of structure where we have this as 5 going up, or that this is a 1, 2, 1, 2. However, the probabilities lies with the ABC count in my opinion. At this point we are still within some kind of support resistance area over here where we got a small bounce from. Regardless of the higher time frame structure, we are still, in my opinion, this structure here is not finished. So what do we have options in now? Let's talk about them. So the first one that I like is this ABC. We've been talking about this for quite some time. And the expectation previously was that either this is done, but as it did not reach the 38.2 retracement of this move here, as I'm thinking the main idea of being ABC here, this has not retraced the 38.2. So that means that again, I don't have a trade set up going upwards at this point unless we come below the 38.2. Again, that is on higher time frame. It does not really matter. We can take scalps here or smaller time frame structure trades just based on the structure itself and not the fibs here on higher time frame. But again, on higher time frame, more macro picture, the 38.2 around 25k is very important to reach. So if we have this as a three-way structure, one of the possibilities is that we create something like this. At this point again, we have reached 90% retracement for this move here, which I think was here. Let's get rid of that one. Do I have it here? I don't have it here. Let me just measure it here. So wave V left. So we can see that we retraced 90% here. Again, that allows us to have this as an A in 3, this as an ABC, as a flat, and then this would be again the end of that wave B, A, B, and then looking for C wave. That is one possibility. The other possibility is that we are going to be creating a WXY. At this point, the structures coming off of the lows are not really that good for that C wave idea. This kind of looks like it is in 3, some kind of 3, maybe another 3, maybe 3, but this looks like more 5-ish, right? So there is a chance that we have some kind of 5 wave in here that is linked like so. At that point again, we would have a structure like this coming down and connecting up here, right? This that I've got measured here is already the extensions of this move. And if we are looking at the extensions of this here, we can see that we are getting pretty close to the same exact target, 1.236. So there is kind of good confluence around this area, which would drag us down a bit. If it does, and especially if we come below here, we can confirm that this is probably not going to be a C wave, but instead some kind of three-way structure mess, similar to what we had basically at the start of this whole structures here. So this would be the overall idea. Taking out the highs of wave A is the main target overall. Does it have to happen? No, it does not. But again, to have a bit better look here, if this indeed is part of that higher degree structure that we were talking about, where this is the first structure coming down in 3, this would be the second structure, and we'd be getting this another 3 structure here coming down, creating a bit larger WXY, possibly towards the 0.5. But again, we don't know about that yet, and we'll see how and if that happens. Of course, we're going to be having possibilities for shorts up in here and for longs later on here and here. So those are basically the targets at this point that I like. And yeah, I'm currently shorting this bit here. We hit some nice targets as mentioned here on the fibs. So again, I don't see a reason really why I would not go for that short. The only thing that kept me thinking that should I enter is this higher time frame picture where I was expecting a C wave here. But again, this can happen for sure. If it does happen, and it is actually a three-way structure here, we could be getting another 3 down here and then another 3 up. And that would be the way to get on top of this A wave here, around 27.7k. That would allow us to create, instead of an ABC here, this would be just a WXY. And this would, again, depending on how long this take, it could be getting resistance on this channel as well for more confluence. But for that to happen, we would need this connecting wave structure to be forming first, and then we can analyze it again. Yeah. At this point, 38.2 for this move, around 26.7. That would be the earliest I would be looking for long setups based on this structure. So if we don't retrace that much, I would not be looking for longs, as we have already created that move upwards. There's not too much. It doesn't offer too good risk to reward ratio in my opinion. But of course you can do whatever you want. It's your money and your setups as well. But yeah, this to me looks pretty decent. Check out ETH if there is anything there. I was expecting this first, or previously, that we got back to the 618. I did not really like this structure coming down too much. There is a way to label this as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But we have retraced quite a bit of that already. I'm not short on ETH, as I'm not quite sure, and I don't really like this kind of structure here. So I'm skipping that, and I'm just short on Bitcoin. But again, ETH at this point is the more ugly one. Generally, it's the other way around, but at this point, I don't like really ETH too much. Again, we had the same structure in here, very ugly, and basically I haven't looked into this too much throughout the whole May. Basically from the beginning of May, we can see that all the structures are in not that good of a 5-way looks. Everything just seems like in 3s, and especially when they are in 3s, there is multiple ways to analyze them. Is this like this, or is it like this? I don't know. So again, that makes it more difficult to trade. So I think those are the ideas that I currently have. ETH doesn't really offer much to me at this point, but again, we'll just keep an eye on it until it does, and then we can take another setup on that. But for now, again, that's going to be it for this video. Again, if you want to educate yourself, check out the following advertisements. If not, that's all good, and see you on the next video. Bye bye. Couple of advertisements here: Patreon Elliott Wave Basics course, weekly live streams and more Elliott Wave analyses. Udemy Elliott Wave Advanced course, including RSI, risk management, Elliott Wave strategies and time analysis, and counter-trend capital trade setups, education and community. Check us out if you're interested in learning more.